sign, you know.
If we got a couple minutes, man, in a moment. So we here at the Worth Gallery. This is the launch for Dominique the DJ. Joe G does a record school book, and he's inspired by his daughter. And he was also dopely inviting people to bring their own records. So I just wanted to carry a couple records out of my collection. I had to start with the old, this is essential to all human beings on planet Earth, because we believe that children are the future. There's a funny story behind this. I actually got this from Saigon in New York when I met him, when he dropped this. This is Saigon's first 12-inch ever. It's on Raucous. It was like 1999. So he handed this to me in a store in Brooklyn. LP, people like weird Next Level Rap had to bring in that old LP. And then I wasn't sure if the kids were going to be around, so I brought a little bootleg record, No Pigeons. If people who remember the No Scrubs era of TLC. And then my fifth record over there is the Dream Team record by Dame Dash for the Paid in Full compilation. And we're going to play a little record off there.
I'm going after the true knowledge of self stolen from Africa.
I'm here with my brother. My brother.
What's going on?
Yeah, I was the first one here, man.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You definitely were. That's the first thing. And we appreciate you. I gave him a hug because this is a family-friendly event, and family is kind of what fuels all of us. Hi there, hi there. So thank you for supporting Adrian and I in our venture, the book Dominique the DJ. It's actually a 3-year process, believe it or not, but 3 years of labor of love.
It's for kids, and it's hip-hop inspired and music inspired, and like that's, I love it. I love it, man. You don't gotta have kids to love kids and love music education.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Wu-Tang is for the children, exactly.
That's a fact.
That's fact. So
Live that.
So this man is the teacher, the idea maker, the worker, the writer, the father, the DJ. So can you just drop a little, like, how did this idea come together, and how did you go from the thought in your head to the book in your hand?
Okay, the idea came from my homie Hezi. He is also an educator, and he's also he's a writer too, right? And he is he even does like AI education, that kind of stuff, right? So him and I are in a lot of community spaces, and so basically he wrote a children's book, and then he wrote another children's book about a year later. His first one was like, you can be anything you want. The second one was about this. It's called Nick's Famous Afro Pick, about this character that goes back in time to ancient African kingdoms and everything. I'm like, yo, that is wicked. You know what I mean? And I like books and everything too, but he's my inspiration. And then he dropped another book about his daughter, and we're at community events, and he's hustling. You know, imagine Master P selling out CDs. Yes. He's selling out his books, and I'm like, yo, that's wicked. Yeah. You know, and then you and I, right? We are media people. Yeah. So I've been writing magazine articles. I've been writing poetry. I've been absorbing this. I have a collection of media, and I'm like, I want to do that too. So he's my main inspiration. And then the idea came from a community event, and it was like a Saturday back in May, about 3 or 4 years ago. I was DJing at this picnic. Dominique came with me, and then I'm like, she's like, okay, daddy. And so that in itself is the real treasure. You know what I'm saying? Is to be able to share these moments with my daughters, right? And that's how the story came about. I'm like, Dominique the DJ, what a cool story.
Yeah.
I was telling someone that this is a real story based on my passion for DJing, which goes back generations before all these children were born. But actually, I knew Adrian DJ Sante back in the day, and if it's a passion, then you share it. And that ended up being the situation with Dominique here and her DJing, and me just smiling the whole time and being able to put it into a book, and you all honoring that. And so we really appreciate it.
I was reading it. I didn't get to finish reading it. And I'm like, I can't wait to see the end of this, to see the jewel in it, because it's really a universal idea about, how do you get over the fears of creating and sharing something that you naturally know how to do.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
That part about emphasizing getting over the fears and her sharing her feelings and her insecurities with me, my wife encouraged me to put that angle.
Yo, shout her out.
Yeah. So yeah, my wife Dana was like, add that piece.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that piece in my mind first. I think the first draft was just DJing and fun and vibes. And she encouraged me to build up the piece about sharing, being nervous, and exchanging feeling, and having that bond be part of the story. So that's where that came from.
Yo, that's amazing. So it's a real family affair. Family affair.
Yeah, shout out to Nadia. What's Nadia's last name? Nadia Alam. She is another friend of mine from Windsor, Ontario. So she lives here now, and she's an illustrator. And so she edited the book with me too. So yeah, there's like a lot of editing that had gone through this whole process, and it's collaborative and everything. Not to mention Adrian, bringing the visuals to life. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's what I like. I see like a unique art style. Like it's just different. You just chose your own style. You chose your own story. It's like the most hip hop thing you could do. You just be like, I'm just gonna create our own thing. And
I was the KRS One. He was the Scott LaRock.
oh wow, that's so fire.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Yo,
I did not know it was gonna look this way, because we are in an AI world, right? So there's a lot of colleagues of mine who they publish children's books as well. What they do is they'll get a graphic artist. He'll whip up an AI piece for them, and it'll be done. And that actually connects to some of my insecurity, because there's a lot of people that put out books in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll outsource it online. So I'm like, I'm seeing this, and I'm like, man, I'm slow, I'm slipping. You know what I mean? But the process was worth it, especially with Adrian's style. I didn't know he was going to have this approach. He came to the house and he took pictures of us.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, what you going to do with that? And then he rendered them and did his thing, and I was like, oh, wow, okay. I mean, genius.
It's so dope, because as soon as I looked at this, I was like, there's Joe and there's Dominique, and I'm like, it's just so personal and beautiful. It's just original. I see your record school logo here. Yeah, skate across genres.
Sorry, also, it's inspired by my passion for records.
Yes.
Oh my God. I mean, it actually comes back down to that. And so that is something that I work hard to make sure I don't express in a selfish way. So records are possessions, but they're not my possessions that I covet and that I hoard. They're treasures that I try and really find ways to honor them by giving back to the community and the world and the universe. You know what I mean? So thinking about, okay, sharing them. I mean, Dominique's playing my records with Randy and his records, and we have, and so they've allowed us to bring people together like this. So it comes back. It's rooted in my love of records, but also in my mission to make sure that that love is shared. You know what I mean? And not just coveted like a possession, but it's like something that inspires me to just like do good things. You know?
I gotta really big you up on that, because when you said bring your records, I went through my collection and dusted off some stuff, and I brought some records here. I brought some Whitney Houston, and just for children of the future business.
Dominique will play them for you. Dominique will play them for you.
Yo, do you want to do more kids books though?
100%. 100%. It's interesting too. So there will be more, and and Juliet, it's like my youngest daughter Juliet. She's like, man, why am I not in the book? You know what I'm saying? So hers is coming.
I saw her name in there though, right?
But she wants her own book.
Okay.
She wants her own cover.
Okay.
As she should. So I ran by her version. I ran the idea by her, and she co-signed it.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so more to come. There's more to come from Record School Publishing.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, you're a very inspiring brother. I love that you did this.
So much to Stolen from Africa. Like, this is collaborative. So I look up to the Stolen from Africa philosophy. The way Stolen from Africa has been moving since the early 2000s, with the branding, with the media storytelling, with the honoring the culture, with the Logic moving around with his daughters, right? Because there's a lot of hip hop dads out here doing amazing things to share our art and our hustle and our brilliance with the next generation. And so, I soak it up, man. I soak it up. So thank you, Stolen from Africa, for doing what you do.
Man, I love to see y'all doing it, man. Y'all do it. Like, these kids are blessed. man, I couldn't think of a better way to raise kids by just giving them music education and just proper guidance. Wu-Tang style.
Wu-Tang style. Peace out. Bless up. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, love y'all.
Live, I'm going after the true knowledge of self stolen from Africa.